And you go, she's definitely the craziest. And then it goes to the next guy, Doc Antle. You're like, yeah, he molested everyone who's ever come into his field of vision. And you're like, how much worse can they get? I don't know what the next one's going to be. It should be like, also, Hitler had a bunch of tigers. Here's a whole thing on him. It's like, yes, we look after the cats. The cats are great. We take very good care of them. What do we feed them? Don't worry about that.
Oh, no. I don't want to be Beppa. GMat.
Is there anything for dessert or something? Oh, Mario! Oh my God!
Whoa.
Hometown Spider-Man.
Yay. I need help with doing a push-up.
This is still going?
Yep.
It's 2021 currently.
But so next Saturday is 2022.
Next Saturday's 2022?
That's what I'm asking, is it?
I don't know. When's New Year's Eve?
Look up, lady.
Yeah, Saturday week is the first.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Hey.
Hey, yeah, well, see, this is what I wanted to wear. I wanted to be wearing a paraphernalia, but I couldn't find any.
Didn't think it through.
No, I just couldn't find any. Fuck! It's all Christmas paraphernalia at the minute.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden, they just run out the other paraphernalia.
it's almost like time traveling. Everybody watching this is like, because it's not even Christmas yet. And to them, it's 2022.
Wow.
So they've gone
crazy.
back in time
That's
to see
crazy.
what we were like last year.
In a way.
Crazy time. In a way.
In a way,
In
a world.
Am I in the middle?
In a
Beppa?
way.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm going to try and work the word paraphernalia into the podcast as much as possible today.
Okay, that's one.
I've said it already 3 times.
Or 3 times.
You know what I learned? You know,
There we go.
what was in Cards Against Humanity?
Yes.
I bought it for my parents for Christmas because they like board games.
Humanities or
Seems
humanity?
like
Humanity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humanities.
And I was playing it with them,
Cards Against Humanities.
and I was
Cards
looking
Against
through.
paraphernalia.
I was looking through all the extra rules that they have.
They have extra rules?
Yeah, there's like how like they have a list of different ways you can play the game.
Okay.
And one of them is that if you get one of the cards that you have in your hand, one of the white cards, if you can work what it says into the conversation without anybody noticing, you get a black card. You get a
Really?
point, which I think is a really cool addition to the game.
Yeah, that's true. But then, like, you'll just reach for one and I'll be like, oi. You'll be like, no, I did it. Fuck off. No,
No.
I don't believe you.
Oh, that's true. And then you show them and you get rid of it.
Then you show them and you get rid of it. Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
That
and
makes
and if
sense.
they go, that sounded weird. Did you just read something of your card? And they go, that's and you lose a black card.
Ooh, I like that rule.
I like
Problem is, though, I can't stand Cards Against Humanity. I loved it, and now I hate it.
It is kind of like the Jackbox of board games when you think about it.
No, it isn't.
Come on, it's a little bit like it.
No, I'm not saying I hate it because I'm bad at it. That's what he's saying, because I'm terrible at Jackbox and I stress and panic and crack under pressure. But I just like most of them aren't funny. Don't you think?
I have
Clive Palmer's foreskin. Oh, okay.
I have a little chuckle.
Do you?
I have a little, yeah. I had a
A
real.
koala with chlamydia. Oh.
You just have to keep buying the updated packs because once you've read all the jokes, it's like
That's
the
it.
game's never funny again.
That's probably the reason I'm not laughing.
It's got a short
anymore.
shelf life.
It just was a very
Short shelf life.
expensive game because it got so popular so quick.
How expensive is it?
It's like $45 for the thing that's I got my parents, and that's
For
just
like
the
the
basic.
small one?
No, it was a big one, but still,
That's
like
I remember playing with somebody like, oh yeah, I'll go get Cards Against Humanity, and they brought out like a tome. It was like,
Yeah. Wheelbarrow full of fucking
I've got the
cardboard.
updated card version. Like, oh, good.
I need to put some WD-40 on these things. Hey, how was everybody's Christmas?
My Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me! I got so many gifts.
Yeah,
And I donated them all to the poor.
yeah. We had a barbecue with Beck's family, and then we burned the house down.
Really?
Yeah,
Thank
whole house
God,
burnt down.
Ben's place looks just like yours.
It is. We converted Ben's wardrobe, Ben's cupboard into
Thank
the
God,
podcast
Ben.
studio.
That's so generous of you.
we
Yeah.
saved the
It's
dick
season
painting.
forgiving.
The dick
Or
painting, of
was.
course. Yeah. Beck ran in straight away. She was like, "Save the dick!" and
Kick
she
the
got
cat
it.
and dog out of the way, grab the dick painting.
Lucky you and Ben bought this red chair at the same time, and I
It was a
also
2 for
got
1.
it was a 2-for-1 deal.
Well, Beck and Ben were conversing about chairs and like, what's the loudest possible chair that we
Yeah.
can buy? I was like, let's both, and so they both had these chairs for ages, and
That's handy.
It worked out really well.
That's handy.
What did you do for Christmas, Ben?
Well, I spent most of my Christmas moving your giant masturbating desk into my house because
Yeah.
you were going to burn the house down.
Yeah,
It was an accident.
it was an accident.
Yeah, there's no, I didn't put any blame on anyone. It wasn't anyone else's fault. You happened to burn the house down. Whether you did it on purpose or not, that's a matter for the courts.
Watch out, Ben.
What?
Watch out. Tread lightly is all I'm saying.
Are you threatening me?
I haven't threatened or said anything that that can put me in any position. All I'm saying is tread fucking lightly.
That makes sense, because if you're willing to accidentally do that to your own house,
What would he do?
imagine what you would do to me or not.
What's that bag of
On purpose.
fire starting paraphernalia underneath you?
Why do you keep throwing briquettes at me?
What's the most
Redheads! Redheads!
what's the most not threatening thing you can say and still have it's like
Pass me the banana.
have a good Christmas, like where you
No,
try
because
to
have a
threaten
good
someone.
Christmas, you can sound real cunty.
Oh yeah,
Can't
but that's the
like-
point. I want to sound like I'm threatening
Oh, but
without
it's
saying.
not, okay.
It's like I love you. Doesn't work.
No.
No, so that just sounds like I love you.
Thanks for the water bottle.
Yeah. Enjoy your soup, cunt.
Or
So
someone
you
gives
burnt
a
your
gift,
house
you
down.
go, do you have the receipt?
Quite good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Beck, what did you do for Christmas?
I was visited by 3 ghosts.
Really?
Really?
Really learned some things about myself.
What kind
and
of
my
ghost?
relationship to different socioeconomic classes.
That's so interesting.
And
Didn't realize your name was Ebenezer Beck.
wore some little slippers. It was great. It went off.
And a floppy hat.
One of them had one of these weird ties. What is that? Why do they have that in the Christmas cat? What's it called? What's it called?
A company tale.
What's it called in a duck's tail?
A Christmas
A Christmas Carol.
I'm up. It's Christmas.
I'm up at
the Ghost of Christmas Future or Past or whatever has this like tie above his head,
Oh yeah.
like ties around
Except
his
the
jaw.
mumps.
You ever seen it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get a picture of it for you.
Who? I'm assuming the 3 of us were the ghosts of past, present, future.
Oh, that would be excellent. Which one would
Some
we
ideas
be?
about yourself?
Which one would we be?
I think they're accurate.
Well, Ben is the ghost of ego, clearly.
Thank God it's not me. Give me a moment.
I'm thinking I'll be past, I guess.
Because you're old.
Yeah.
I'd like
Thanks
to
for
be.
explaining the joke, mate.
I'd like to be Tiny Tim.
And who would you kill? Wait, different
Fuck,
game.
marry,
Sorry.
kill. All right.
You get it?
Bob Cratchit could get it. I'm just saying.
They've got that
Oh,
tie
yeah.
around his head.
I guess it's to let you know that they're dead and their heads being held together or some shit like that.
Yeah, like it's always got like a tie around the
Oh.
head. You see what I mean? Like they've tied like a bandage around his whole
This is
head.
wisdom teeth surgery.
That's what it looks like.
It's like they're being like, by the way, I'm a ghost.
Yeah, remember that all the way through the movie? He's spitting little bits of blood into a cup, asking for
And he
something
looks
cold.
like Bert Newton.
Let's do a podcast. Ooh, GMat.
We didn't wish everyone a happy new year.
Happy New Year, everybody. I had 2020, 2022.
For the Christmas, we should have said Happy New Year because that was the last time we would have seen them in the new year.
What?
Because this one comes out in 2022.
But you say Happy New Year when
It
it's
was a new year. Happy old year, would we be saying in the Christmas one?
I don't understand that.
Apparently.
It hits midnight, you go, Happy New Year.
Yeah, that's a good point.
like Happy Birthday.
But like, if I don't see you before it's the new year, I would wish you a happy new year.
Yeah, but we're seeing them now.
But we're not seeing them at 12
first.
o'clock.
We couldn't really be seeing them earlier.
Really,
not seeing
we're
them, they're
time
seeing us,
traveling.
but yeah.
Because we're in the past and we're
So
traveling
really,
to the
if you wanted to
future.
greet them about the year in the Christmas one, you said it's the end of 21. Go fuck yourselves. And then now we say Happy New Year because it's the new year now.
I understand. I'm not sure how I got that so wrong.
Marry Beck, fuck Ben. No.
Bill Aidan. Happy New Year!
That's the right choice.
Okay, you are right. And that's a fair enough assessment. So what about this? What about picture, Pino, I assume, or Yorgos is driving. And he goes, hey, what are you doing getting in front without an indicator, you dumb, stupid bitch? What are you happen? How you happen? How are you even born? How do you get through life? You fucking dumb. You stupid. How do you even get through school with the way that you drive? Something like that, maybe?
Hello and welcome to episode 180 of the GMat podcast. This episode is brought to you by our merch. Ben's repping it. Go buy a GMat podcast hoodie at teespring.com /
They're so
stores
comfy.
/ the Real GMat. They are comfy. That intro is brought to you by, I guess, Aidan. No intro was submitted for the new year, so I play his
Wow.
voice. I think I'm just going to do this moving forward. Just always play your voice messages.
All right.
But if you'd like to submit one, send it to contact@therealgmat.tv. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/the GMat podcast to help us keep making audio content and telling people to stop. Thank you.
I think if Aidan actually talked like that in real life, none of us would ever have to work again. This
What are you
podcast would be
happen? How do you even talk like that?
It'd be like,
the biggest podcast
just
in
put
the
him in
world.
front of a camera and go,
What?
you know.
I don't even. What do you mean? I don't know why I have to go high pitched.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hi there.
Thank you for joining me on this new year. How's everyone doing? Ignoring the bit about Christmas, how is everybody actually feeling today?
We're going to do the intros?
What? Oh, by the way, I'm Matt. I host the GMat podcast. Let's go around the other way. The show is produced
Yeah.
by...
Hi, I'm Beck. I produce the GMat podcast.
And then on the other side of the room, we've got Ben J.
What?
And next to me, Aidan Jonathan.
So my name what?
Ben's,
So good.
Ben's,
What about the intros? And Ben, what? so good.
Ben's in a bad mood today.
Are you in a bad mood, Ben?
No, I'm not. I'm just
Bad
fucking
mood, Ben.
stressed out.
About what? The new year and all the responsibilities.
It's, to be honest, I don't know what COVID is, and I feel like it's too late to ask.
Everyone's been saying you catch it. Is it a ball? I don't know.
I don't know. It's
get
just everyone all the time.
I get it. It's
Yeah.
a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to put on a person. But don't worry about it. Who cares?
Okay.
Just leave it at that. Just say I don't know and accept. Just live in ignorance.
You
That's,
got your vaccinations?
I just say it every now and then, and people seem to think I know what I'm talking. I'm bluffing my way through it.
I took a green screenshot and I show them my phone and that gets me places. I don't understand what's going on.
Oh no, I got all that stuff. Like I could just keep going places. People keep sticking shit in my arm. That's fine.
Oh,
I
thank
just
you.
go in a place and I get a needle, and then I keep going about my life.
Yeah.
So that's all good. I got all the MS DOS or whatever it is you got to have on your phone.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I don't know, man. It's all above my head.
And that's got you in a bad mood.
Oh no, I haven't been sleeping.
Yeah. That'll do it. There it is.
Also have no sense of taste or smell. My throat hurts a lot.
Yeah, no,
Mate.
terrible
Coughing when
diarrhea.
I'm trying to eat stuff.
Back of my knees itchy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a symptom.
That's terrible.
When I went to speaking of showing the phones, that sort of thing, I went to Shepparton what was I in Shepparton? Oh, Christmas.
Did you show me phone just because I wanted to see
Just
a
whatever.
smartphone?
Just wanted to see the sights.
Yeah, I went to Shepparton for an
So, wait,
early
so the
Christmas.
buttons aren't actually on the phone. It's just one big screen, and the buttons are in the screen. That's crazy.
It's
Anyway, we got
wild.
to sit down Pizza Hut if you want to come in.
Didn't go to sit down pizza.
Really? Why'd you go there then?
To see my family.
That's the only reason I would go to Shepparton is to obviously see your family, but mainly sit down Pizza Hut and walk in Video Easy / Blockbuster.
Is there still one there?
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Booming.
Well-
Business is booming.
Everybody's watching on a DVD player.
DVD,
Blu-ray?
VHS, baby.
Mum, can we get a weekly?
Be kind, rewind.
2 weeklies, 1 overnight.
I'd like to borrow this Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah.
Point Blank 6.
So when I go to Shepparton, I always try to visit my friend Paul, who's like, he's actually he's the dad of my best friend in primary school. So I've known him since I was a kid. He's the dad of the best
You don't
friend.
still keep in touch with the kid?
Well, actually, no, he's better friends with James now, my brother. They hang out a lot more. But I check in with Paul because Paul owns a menswear store in Marupna.
You check
I
in
don't
with
know why that's
Paul.
so funny to me.
You check in with Paul.
But like, no, it's a great store and he does really well. And he's like, he dresses well. And he just had an expansion of the store. And you go in, you're like, this doesn't feel like Marupna.
Why are
Really?
you so interested? He's just had expansion. He's doing really well.
I just-
the Van Heusen. He's moving those like no one's business.
Because I don't know. He started the business when I was in high school.
Paul, what do you sell more of? 42 regular or 42 long? I've always wondered that. You know so much stuff, Paul. Can I get you anything? Can I get you a coffee? You're hungry?
Yeah,
Get you something to
definitely
eat?
twirling the hair.
I'm
back.
going to. It's nothing. I'm going anyway. I'll bring you back. I'll bring you magazines.
I like Paul.
Clearly,
I don't know.
you clearly like Paul.
Anyways, so I go in to
Where'd
see
you
Paul.
get that shirt, Paul? That's so good. Yeah, it's just from. Of course, it's your stock. It was. I mean,
Because it is.
I'm sure it would never look that good on me, Paul.
You have such good taste, Paul. Like, who buys for you?
You know what's disappointing is this bit is far funnier than the story. So I went and saw Paul, and I went into his shop, and he's had an expansion. I was like, it looks fucking good. It looked really good. And like I said, is when you go in there, it's like, this doesn't look like Marubna. It's a really nice store.
Marubna Menswear. Hi. Is Paul there? Can he come to the? It's Matt. Can he come to the phone? It's fine. I can call back. Just tell him I called. No, don't tell him I called. I'll just come in.
Forget everything you've had.
Yeah.
Hang on. And I'm like,
Please don't tell him I called. Please don't tell him I called. It was so fucking embarrassing. Dear diary, saw Paul today.
So I was hanging out with Paul, and I was chatting. We were catching up about everything. I was telling him about all of this. And
Yeah, I got a podcast, Paul. If you
Maybe
want
you
us
wanna-
to promote your business, we probably could, free of charge. Yeah, we
he
go
asked
back.
what I do, what I was
now
doing.
too, Paul.
And I was
You
telling,
immediately had to- I'm a media mogul. Why?
I was telling him about all the GMat stuff.
We have GMat jumpers, GMat pants.
And then someone came into the store. This is where the story begins. After I tried to fuck Paul, this is where the story begins.
Mid-conversation, they barge into the store and ask for a set of shoes.
I can't believe it.
They could see that I was talking to Paul, and they wanted to talk to Paul while I was talking to Paul. I said, excuse me, Paul is talking. He'll be with you in a second. So, Paul, anyway, it's a podcast. We just sit around and talk, basically, but it's pretty cool. I mean, if you want to check it out, cool. If not, whatever.
We definitely have
I'm not
space for you.
fast, Yeah.
You want to be a guest?
I'm happy to
you
kick
can always
any of the
call
other
in
ones
Paul.
out.
Oh, we should get Paul on the podcast. Call him in.
I don't want to. I'll get all sweaty.
GMat podcast.
Paul was actually just a sidebar. You know, the dude who vomited on me when I was kids, and we were falling asleep, and he rolled over and vomited on me.
Wait a second. What?
So when I was a kid, I told that story about I was asleep at a sleepover, and then someone rolled over and vomited on me.
Yeah. And then
He's the dad of where we were staying.
Oh, no,
And he comes in, he was
Paul.
like, fuck, and he's Italian. And he was like, I don't know what to do with it.
like Italian from Italy or Italian
his
from
parents
Marubna?
his parents are Italian.
Right.
He wasn't born in
So he
Italy.
didn't say, "Ow, fuck."
No, but he's kind of like, was your dad born in Greece?
No.
So he's like your. I was gonna say he's very similar to your dad.
You're in love with my dad?
No, I said he's similar. Doesn't mean it. Shut up. Fucking! I don't even know what to do with this story now.
So someone came into the store.
Some
Tell
guys
the
came
story.
in. They came in with the kids, and they showed that they're wearing the masks. And Paul, let's just move on to something
Oh,
else.
no, now I need to know what happened with Paul. Come on. Did you get to second base?
So they come in, and the guy, it's a bogan, a very like he's like singlet and stuff. First of all, I don't want to be like classist, but I was like, what's he coming in here for?
What's he coming into menswear Marubna?
He was in a singlet and a thongs and a shorts, and he came with his kids. And then Paul comes out and he's like, hey, you got to put a mask on. That's the rules. And he's like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. He goes, I know. And he's like, I don't want to be an asshole, but something about being audited and like we'll get fines and blah 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 blah.
$110,000 fine.
Yeah. And he was like, I have an exemption. And he's like, do you have it on you? He's like, no. And he's like, well,
Cool.
I can't do any. So I've got masks here. You can put the mask on. And he was like, this is what I thought was funny when I watched him, because he was a bit of a bogan. And then he went, come on, kids. And like opened the door and let the kids go out first while he was staring at Paul. Went, come on, kids. And then walked out.
Yeah, like, Paul, see what you've done?
You lost all of my business. I was going to buy that flannel, that $15 flannel. And now nothing.
Tomorrow he comes back all made up in makeup and he's like, you wouldn't serve me yesterday.
Pretty
Big
man.
mistake. Huge.
Huge.
I'll have 300 pairs of Haviana thongs.
So I thought it was, what made me laugh was him going from a pretty bogan guy to like, good day, sir.
Yeah, good day to you, sir.
Had the kids walked under his arm out the door. It was very funny. And then Paul went full Italian. He was like, they're coming to the store to buy the boot, and said all these Italian words I didn't understand. And I was like, I sometimes forget you're Italian until you get angry. And then we kissed.
Yes. I'm so glad you kissed Paul.
No, Paul's a good guy. I like Paul.
Yeah. Beck, I'd watch out about this Paul character if I were you.
Evidently.
So, yeah, I do like that sort of harumph. I was going to buy $6 worth of stock and you've absolutely tanked your business. Happens to me all the time. At work, yesterday, not yesterday, the day before, yesterday, today, but when it came out, it was weeks ago.
Sorry, are we
Please.
recording? Did I hit record? I hit record, right? Yep, sorry, keep going.
Oh my God. So much good
Not the
material.
poll stuff. We can't lose the poll stuff.
This woman was on the phone,
Yeah.
talking, blah, blah, yabbity, 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 yabbity.
That's how it happens.
That's how she was talking. It was odd too. I walked
is an odd
past
phone
her.
call.
I walked past her, and without even stopping her conversation, she wanted to stop me, so she put her fingers on my chest.
Oh.
Bang. Didn't look at me. Anyway, Susan, I just want to be a little yabbity, 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 yabbity. And I'm standing there like, what the fuck is going on? Bang. Right here.
People do that.
Yeah.
That
She
happened
just
to me.
stopped me and just had her phone call.
That happened to me at the retail shop. Same thing. Hit me on the chest.
Yeah.
What happened next?
And I walked away from her. I was like, no.
I wonder if it was the same woman. Same deal. On the phone, fingers on the chest. And this is years ago now. And I didn't do the thing. I was like, okay. And then waited and I was like, and how can I help you? And then I helped her. I didn't want to, but I was, I was having one of those days where I wasn't feeling confrontational. Fuck. So that was it. Took your hand off and walked away.
I literally just moved her hand off.
Very
me.
weird. Don't
Touch me.
touch me.
Ever. If you're on the phone, you don't get to be served until you're off the phone. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
Wait until you're off the phone, then come find somebody. But it was like the fingers on the chest.
I don't mind if someone treats me like I'm more important than the phone call. Like if you're on the phone and like I have to, but they're like hold on just a second, and like they make their person wait while they speak to me.
That's fine.
I
They've
get that.
gotten off the phone
Yeah.
to say, hey, excuse me, I need a blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yeah, give me a sec, I'll go get it. Sorry, I'm just a JB Hi-Fi and I really needed something. No big deal. But she didn't get off the phone or really look at me and just put her fingers on my chest. And there was another bloke later on that was like on the phone and he was taking steps towards me. So he would like have me. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, oh, I'm with this guy, but he was on the phone. So I took a step away from him and he'd take a step closer to me and I took a step away. And he took a step. And I looked at him and I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh. And then just walked away. Fuck off.
Next time she does that, just grab the fingers like there and just snap 'em.
Just put them in your mouth.
Real slow. So you grab a hand, you're like,
Okay, I hope this is what you wanted. No, put your fingers on her chest. Just go, this is what we're doing now. We can do this if you want.
can't get you.
It's so fucking weird. I was so mad. I was furious.
Yeah, I would have been. I don't like.
Absolutely
I
furious.
don't like when people touch me.
I'm getting a lot because it's Christmas. Everyone's busy, and I get it. But like I'll be with a customer talking to Ben, and I can just see you hanging there, waiting for me to finish, right? And they're like, that's what you can hear from the side. I'm like, anyway, is there anything else you might want, right? And you go, yeah, you can see them, and you go, no, actually,
Disney Blu-rays.
yeah,
I need Disney Blu-rays.
yeah, I'll be with you in a second.
Yeah.
Anything else you want? No, I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When I go to JB and Aidan's working and he's talking to someone, I like to stand there like this, just like at a distance, so that he can see over the person's shoulder, and I'm at like in an aisle I don't want to be in, but just at a spot where you can see me. Try and shake him.
Sorry, ma'am. There's a strange man standing behind you. Give me a moment.
I remember we were doing Beauty and the Beast, and because we all played like characters that kids liked,
Yeah.
and we did the photos and that.
Yeah.
I remember people grabbing me a lot
Yeah.
to come and like, oh, come get a photo with my kids. And I thought about like if GMat ever blew up one day and like people wanted to take photos with me, I would never be able to handle that, like being grabbed and like, can you come? I'm like, I got grabbed so much, I felt like overwhelmed. I was like,
do
can
remember
stop
you getting upset.
touching me. It
I
really
think it's
don't
different there because you're just a goofy character from the stage, and there's a lot of kids involved.
Yeah, but on the stage, especially Matt's character, he was falling over and getting hit and like, oh, it's
Yeah,
only
so you're a doofus, so they
LeFou.
feel way more inclined to
Exactly.
do that than they would in real life.
Yeah, but they're
If you showed up
adults
as
as well.
GMat because you're a classy entertainer on your platform.
Yeah,
Nobody wanted my photo in that because I was always in heavy makeup and then I came out as me.
yeah. Like who's that?
And they're like, who's the blue guy? And we're like, good, see ya.
The
I'm
blue
out of here.
guy.
Because it was like Belle.
Oh, you're wearing
and the
blue.
candles. And then it was some dude wearing blue. And I was just like, I'm here. Who wants it? Nobody. All right, bye.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, you were
I
a
love the
real
idea of
mainstay.
you addressing a room of kids. Who wants it?
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, no.
Willing to take a photo as well.
Oh, God.
You know, oh, sorry, no, please.
No, please.
No, I've
No,
got
no, after you.
No, listen.
No,
You
I
go.
couldn't possibly.
No.
I'll go.
Oh,
please.
Oh, my bro.
What do you have to say, Ben? What?
You watch Doc Antle?
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
man.
Doc Antle.
I was OG on that.
Ooh. Yeah, that's right. You told me to watch it.
What's Doc Antle?
Have you not
So-
seen any of them, Aidan?
No, I've been trying. I've been
refuses.
trying so hard, but it's taken a lot.
Oh, Tiger King.
Now
Doc
listen,
Antle.
listen,
Okay,
listen.
No.
The crazy thing about Tiger King
Yeah.
is that every time you watch someone, you go, "This is the worst person," and then they introduce someone, and they're
even
worse
worse.
than worse. And now in the second season, there's this guy from the first season who wasn't in the second season, and I was like, why didn't they talk about him? I felt like he had a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's because they had to make a whole different series just dedicated to him, and it's fucking
His
crazy.
name's Doc Antle.
Yeah, he's not a real doctor. He's also a pedophile, and he's just allegedly going through his life, just living through his life.
Riding an elephant
Elephant.
around his park.
It's the
Imagine
craziest
if you
shit.
had been up to all that grubby shit, and they're like, "We're going to do a documentary." Wouldn't you be a little like, "I might sit this one out"?
Yeah.
He's done like 2 or 3 now, where he's like, "Yeah, I'm the best. Come see my place."
It's because he's a dipshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They all are just
Sociopath.
sociopathy. They
Yeah.
don't think they can get caught. It is
It
it is
is
crazy.
the-
The first guy, you're like, oh my god, Joe Exotic is the craziest person I've ever seen. He's got like a half a leg that works, and he's shooting guns all the time. You're like, "You fucking go make Mount Camp." You're like, there's no one crazier than him. And then you go Carol Baskin and go, oh my god, she's killed everyone who's ever loved her, probably. And she's like, I don't know. She's got that weird side. Hey, cats and kittens. I can prove my husband's not dead because of these diaries that I just wrote about that time. Here's a page. It's got 2021 scribbled out and it says 1996. But anyway, definitely didn't kill Dan or whatever his name was. Got a lot of money though, conveniently. And now all the tigers are safe, so no one should ever bother me again. And you go, she's definitely the craziest. And then it goes to the next guy, Doc Antle. You're like, yeah, he molested everyone who's ever come into his field of vision. And you're like, how much worse can they get? I don't know what the next one's going to be. It should be like, also, Hitler had a bunch of tigers. Here's a whole thing on him. It's like, yes, we look after the cats. The cats are great. We take very good care of them. What do we feed them? Don't worry about that.
But there's also
I don't need to watch it anymore.
there's also the in the second season, the guy who was going to court. What was his name?
Tim.
He's my favorite.
He's the best.
He's like, I'm gonna win this
bananas.
shit. I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna tell him how it is. And he walks in the court. He's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'm gonna shoot all you motherfuckers.
And to the judge as well. The judge is like, bro, you need to stop.
Everyone in the room is like, you need it, or and he's like, I don't give a fuck.
No offense, Your Honor, but go fuck yourself. I'm gonna fucking shoot you. I'm like, well, we're taking all your tigers. And you go, fucking try it. And they go over there like, we're taking tigers. Like, oh, whatever.
And then you see him in the prison scrubs and he's like, it's possible I made some mistakes.
They should just do a hard cut from the start of episode 1 to the end of
Yeah.
him being like, oh, they ain't gonna do shit, and then he'd be like, they did some shit.
He's in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah, brilliant.
He's getting taken away. Sorry to spoil it, but it's well worth
Watch
a
it.
watch. It's fucking crazy. It's every single episode. I'm like, I can't get any weirder or wilder.
Isn't it crazy in the first season where you're like, all right, I think I'm up to speed on the tempo of how this show works now, what's going on. And then just like someone accidentally kills themselves completely unrelated to anything. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, and then he died. They're like, yeah, man, that was a sad day. That was a fucking sad day. I had to shoot 3 music videos just to get over that. Here they are. And then it's someone overdubbing him because he's like, oh, my name's Joe. Here's my music video. I was like, Ma.
How is anybody supposed to
Clearly not
believe
him. Yeah, I
that?
know.
Is
He
it
doesn't even
really-
look like
does
he can
He does
mime that.
everything.
No.
He does everything, and his music videos are not him singing, and he claims it is.
Is it true?
Not even close to
And then
Really?
he does them live, but he's singing over the top of the recorded version. And his voice, they don't match
That's
at
right.
all.
It's just him singing over the recorded, and it's his actual voice and the voice that he says is him, and they don't sound the same.
That's fucked.
Uh,
Okay.
I would like to I just like if you watched it and then you came back and then just told us how you felt about it. We're like, yes.
Okay.
It's bananas.
As content for the podcast, I
Please.
will watch
Thank
Tiger
I reckon if you watched them, if you just binged them all in a row, you would have to watch some Lathe video just to cleanse your palate.
Also, it is pretty short, like in terms of like a series documentary. Like
The first one's kind of long. It's like a proper series. It's like 9 or 10 episodes.
I don't think it was that many. I thought it was like 7.
That's the
6
reason
or
I
7.
didn't watch it, because I watched one and I was like, that's so much.
It is overwhelming. You do
The
need
thing
a
is, it never gets less either.
That's
Like,
the-
you think you're like, all right, I know who they are, I know what their deal is, and then it starts up again. It's like, yeah, so we ran this guy over with a 4-wheeler bike. Like, what? Why? you were doing fine. Why'd you do this shit?
I also sit there like these poor fucking tigers.
Yeah,
On both sides of the camp, Carol Baskin wants to sleep with you, and these guys are like,
yeah.
Oh boy.
It's a lot.
I said before, I said in his defense, but I didn't get to finish my sentence, so I don't want that soundbite floating there. When you said, like Doc Antle, they're sociopaths and they just think they can get away with it. I said, in his defense, he clearly can, is what I was going to say.
Because he has gotten away with it.
For years and years and years, and he's still not in
But
jail.
in the current culture that we have,
Oh, he's going down.
like, wouldn't you think, like, yeah, we're going
He's
to do a
gone
big
down.
documentary, and we're in the world now of, like, that gets attention, then it becomes a thing that blah, 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 da, 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 Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby. Like, why would you think, like, no, those guys they're idiots. I'm the smart one.
Yeah.
I can get away with doing all this fucking gross shit.
It's just
fine.
like the Jinx. It's the same thing. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, come in, have an interview.
Yeah.
Killed them all.
I killed them all.
I had 6 wives, I did.
Killed them all.
Robert, your microphone is still on.
The Jinx I watched on a plane. All of it. It was full on.
And then he jumped.
Didn't jump.
No.
Enjoyed that tremendously.
It's great.
We
great.
should watch that again.
'Cause that one's good, and it's not like batshit crazy. It's like this one person is fucking mental, but he's not like, oh, rootin' tootin', pow pow, tigers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was my Joe Exotic.
Pretty good.
Yeah?
It's crazy that Joe's in jail and everyone else isn't. That's
Yeah.
that's what I think about.
There's a few people that should be there first.
Joe Exotic's in jail.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Ah.
Again, another spoiler. He does end up going to jail. for
I
this stuff.
actively avoided the whole series, so I don't deserve to be spoiler free.
It is funny how it shows you how much things can be edited to make them look a certain way. There's been a few true crime documentaries where you watch them and then the second season comes out or something else comes out. You're like, oh, it all is in the edit. Like in the first one, Joe Exotic, they edited it together like, I want to kill her. I want Carol Baskin dead. I'll give anyone any amount of money. Go kill that bitch. And then the next one, there's like the federal agent talking to that real skeezy dude who's always wearing a bandana and a cap, which is always a bad
Jeff.
sign. Yeah, Jeff.
Another guy who is far crazy than
He's besides
might be the worst one.
It's hard. I wanted to say it, but then I was like, Doc Antle exists.
Yeah, I know.
He's
not-
an actual
he's not
like
as
probably rapist allegedly.
he's not
So
so,
slimy.
crazy as everyone else,
Yeah.
but he is easily like the worst person.
He's probably
real
the most
calculated.
dangerous.
Yeah. And then they got the phone call with him and the other one. He's like, yeah, well, look, if he does this, then we can put him in jail for that. And they're like, okay, cool. Well, I'll sort that out then. And then there's a phone call like, hey, Joe, you want to kill Carol Baskin for $1,000? He's like, huh? They're like, you're under arrest. Like he was like, yeah, I mean, whatever. You guys do whatever you want to do. I got some money. Just take care of whatever. What were you saying? Sorry, you saying something about Carol, was it? Yeah, we were. Don't say anything else. Don't say anything else. FBI, here's the tape. And then all of a sudden he's under arrest, and they're like, they organized all of it. He's like, he was a why where I was going to kill Joe. Like, wait, what? That's conspiracy to murder as well, isn't it? Trying to kill someone.
The most likable. It's the best part about the show is the most likable person, or the person who I like root for the most, is the hitman who actually has killed people.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I made a mistake.
I got to face the music, man.
I got to face the music. Time to go. I'm like, you are the only person who is saying an honest word,
Yeah.
or not talking through their ass the entire series. And then the guy on the jet ski is also fucking hilarious. Anyways, sorry, Aidan. Let's give you a Tiger King break.
I was enjoying it.
All right. Well, also, no, I think that's all I've got.
I've actively avoided these true crime documentaries since Making a Murderer.
That's a good example of how it comes together in the edit.
That's the first one that came to
Because
mind.
that one was like, but first of all, just these people, just
It's
the
really-
lives they're living is just horrendous, and everything is sad. And it's like, you
Yeah,
killed her,
it
did
is.
you? I have no money to help myself. Did I kill her? Did I not? Who knows? I'm in prison.
The weird thing about that is because they went so far the other direction in the second case, they're like, oh, yeah, well, we left out everything. that
Yeah,
was
they left out
important.
everything.
And then you're like, well, why am I watching this then? Why am I here if you're just going to go like, I'm not going to tell you any. Well, I'll wait till the last season and I'll watch that because that's when you'll actually tell me what's happening.
Yeah, the first one was like, this guy didn't kill them at all. There's no chance in hell, except maybe they found some teeth where he lives.
and
It'll be
also
like-
he's got a really violent past that we
Yeah.
didn't cover at all.
Yeah, it's fucked.
That'd be like The Staircase if they did the whole first season and then came back and were like, you know, she's actually married and has a husband and he's a suspect. Like, where the fuck was he for the first season?
That's nuts.
Staircase is interesting because first time I watched it, I thought he was guilty. Second time I watched it, I thought he might be innocent.
I haven't seen it.
It's an interesting one.
Oh, yeah, it is an interesting one. I do kind of flip-flop on
Yeah,
that. I'm
a
pretty
lot.
sure he's guilty because he's just sus as fuck.
He is sus as fuck, but I don't know.
I don't think an owl did it, you know?
It's a weird. That's the one that I've heard about this owl. That's a weird defense. It wasn't me, Your Honor. It was an owl.
Yeah.
Bitch.
An owl with a brick in a bag. Bam! Oh. So she falls down a staircase.
Yeah.
Is it not possible that she just tripped?
It is totally
the-
possible.
I think the big
Your Honor,
thing was
she
that
tripped.
there was like so much blood.
It was a
too
pretty
much blood
intense
for-
fall.
Yeah, it looks like something really went down. Like she got smacked or something.
But they did stuff
Oh, I
where they
feel
were like,
unwell.
it is possible.
Yeah.
It is possible, maybe not plausible, that she could have fallen and hit her head in the bad place and like really fucked herself up falling down the stairs. But it all just looks bad for him. And then there's all this other stuff that they pull up on him that he, you know,
Yeah, they were having trouble in their marriage, all that kind
Right.
of stuff, you know.
stuff that wasn't exactly crucial to the case. Like he's like, oh, he's got a secret gay lovers and stuff like
that's
that.
right.
And it's
yeah.
like,
Wasn't
yeah,
that's the one. I've watched way too many true crime documentaries at this point. Was that the one where they went to Germany and there's like, and his ex-wife
Yes.
also died falling down the stairs?
Oh, really?
Well,
Forgot about
case
that.
closed.
but somehow I still got to the end of that and I thought he may not be guilty. There was something that came out
He
about
should just live in one-story houses, I
Yes.
think. If he doesn't want to go to jail for
Townhouse. Get in a townhouse.
something that came out about the first wife falling down the stairs. Where I think that one it was clear that he didn't do it, or there was some
She had a
reason
brain
why.
hemorrhage.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, had a brain hemorrhage before she died, and he was like his
From blunt force trauma.
his whereabouts were accounted for and stuff like that. I don't know. I'll have to rewatch
That's even more guilty. It's like I got away with it once.
it. You could do it again.
I like this scenario, but in a fictional sense.
Yeah.
I don't really want to watch true crime because then I'm just seeing real people that are sad about losing someone that they really loved. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, I'm just like depressed. It's so
It does get
sad.
depressing.
Yeah, you can't watch too many of
You
them.
got to
in a row.
watch there's the one with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant came out recently. It's exceptional. It's a whodunit.
OJ. The people
Not
versus
OJ.
Simpson.
Not the people versus
Is it?
OJ.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman's playing OJ, isn't she?
That's true. But
It's getting a lot of flack for that. I'm surprised it hasn't been cancelled yet.
That's true.
The Undoing?
The Undoing?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, it does look good.
It's amazing.
What's it on?
I don't know. It's not on Netflix.
Still go.
Yeah, it was on. You'll get it on binge probably, or you could just download it.
But Jay.
You wouldn't do that, but you wouldn't download a car.
That's the perfect segue. You just gave me the perfect segue. Sorry, finish up before I get into the.
You wouldn't download a car.
There's a bit, right? I read this thing on Facebook, and then I went to this thing where it's this game that people are doing on Reddit, where they feed you a line of something famous, and then people finish it off. But it's like specific for like countries. And the one I read was an Australian thing where it's like everybody in Australia knows how to finish a sentence, and everyone else in the world is like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to try that on the podcast, but even do it shorter because I'm saying it so I can add tone to it and see,
Sure.
see if you guys can finish the line. But I'm going to do as little as possible
Of an Australian thing.
of something that no one else on the who listens, because
We're about to alienate half our demographic.
half the demographic is
We're about
Australian.
to bring them into the Australian
There you go. Inclusivity.
Crash course.
So this
course
is
in
again,
Australian slang.
it may not work because I might have overthought how much
People know
how
this.
easy this is.
Okay.
But I've only written down like
Do like Wheel of Fortune. If
7.
we don't get it the first time, you can put a little bit more.
put a
in.
little bit more on. Okay,
like
all
that.
right.
Are our buzzers
vowel.
our names? Or
Just
what?
do the
No.
vowels to start with.
No, I think just shout out because what I'm hoping is that I'll say it and everyone will go blah blah at the same time, and that would
Okay.
be amazing. Are we ready, everybody?
Yes.
These are Australian slogans,
I'm actually nervous.
commercials, things like that that I hope that you guys
Okay.
will know. All right. Lowest prices.
Just the beginning.
Guaranteed.
It was just the beginning.
Lowest prices are just the beginning. Da, da, da.
Fuck you, America.
Ben, what are you doing?
All right, here's one just for Ben. Ben will know this one. 40 winks.
40-hour sale.
40 winks. 40 sale. Save up to 40%.
Didn't
But
we used to send that as voice memos to each other? Or something? We just do it on the stream or something.
You did it all the time.
Only percent.
for 40 hours. Do you want to tell them the voice messages we've been sending each other for the last 2 days?
Oh no.
What are they?
We worked out this thing. I can't remember how it happened, but we just got on Discord to play something for a minute.
I wish you hadn't.
we
We have a shared talent that we didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that we can both like make fart noises while also talking at the same
All
time.
right, give it to me.
like a groaning.
So it sounds like I'll go first and
Yeah, yeah.
and you. It's like Ben, I really gotta Oh God, shit! Come! Oh God! Oh God! Oh, it's loud! It's loud! Oh man, help me!
And I don't know, it's so fucking juvenile, and it never gets less funny.
In my last couple of days.
You
So there's a
look
good-
so fucked when you did it. You covered your mouth when you did it, and for a second,
You
I
went so
genuinely couldn't understand how you were doing it.
If Discord is recording all of our conversations, somewhere there's 5 minutes of me and Matt going, Matt, oh God.
You fucking lunatic.
So long. And we're just laughing, going back and forth, not talking about anything, just doing that.
Oh, I couldn't breathe.
That's so funny.
On with the game.
Yeah.
On with the game.
40 wings, 40 hour sale.
Yeah.
Say what's for you.
All right, here's another one. Hello.
Frank Walker National Towns.
You suck, Ben. You're not getting any.
I just figured if we were all doing it at the same time, you wouldn't actually be able to hear what was being said.
Nah, go for it. It's fun.
Okay.
It's fun.
I'm
So
gonna,
that
I'm gonna
was-
hold off
Bit of
on
call
this
and
one
response.
just
That
for
was
Ben.
Frank
Okay.
Walker from National Times.
This is
Correct.
Ben's gonna answer this one. No, Beck.
No, everyone answer it. If you know what you know.
Yeah, I gotta wait for them to answer first.
Perfect Italiano.
Oh, it's perfect for that.
Nah, I just threw that one in as a goof.
Smooth transition.
Oops.
My dad.
Picks the fruit.
Look at these.
My dad? I thought it was my mum.
I thought my dad picks the fruit. That makes
My
sense.
mum picks the fruit that goes to Cotties, to make the
nice
cordial. Is it my mum or my dad?
I think it's dad. But
My
let's
life's a lie.
normalize both.
Look up, lady.
My life's a lie.
I thought there was like my dad picks the fruit, and then there's a bit about the mum.
My mum works in the factory to pay the bills because
Yeah,
dad's
it's-
picking fruit.
It's my dad.
Fucking loser.
Wow. Okay. Sorry, everyone.
Do you have anything that's not an ad so that we don't have to be slaves to this corporate machine?
No.
Okay.
You
I
got an
think half of these
Everlast
companies
jumper
exist.
on.
The corporate
Roasted.
machine. Bang.
Yeah, but I got no feelings about it.
If you drink and drive.
You're a bloody idiot.
Thank you. But Aidan's clearly the best at this game.
It's not bad. If you drink and drive, you're a bloody idiot.
Yeah, I
It's an excellent
that's a
campaign.
great slogan.
Such
yeah.
an
Do you reckon that had it?
Australian
Because in
slogan.
the 80s, everyone was like, yeah, 6 beers, mate, you'd be right. It's just like whether you're going to crash or not, not whether it was a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
And then at some point, everyone's like, don't drink and drive. That is fucking dumb.
You're a bloody.
I don't imagine it was a TAC thing of like, you're a bloody idiot.
I think that would have had
You reckon
some,
that-
some impact.
I
You
think
reckon
that-
it was those super fucking graphic ads that they were showing in the 90s?
Well, maybe not
It was
those
like,
ones.
Declan, don't. And then it's them all lying on the road. Like,
Or the work
full
the
on.
ones where the dad's like, I get up to work every morning with my son, and now I have to get up alone. You know that one with the tradie, and it's like in the background, it's playing that sad music. And he's driving. Yeah, that's the song. What is that? You remember those ads?
this happen to me?
There's that one. In
Where
the,
are you?
there's one in the UK where it's a classroom of kids, and it's like,
the car just comes cruising.
bing, ba-ding, ding, 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 like happy music, and like let's go, and they're all going. It's like an excursion. They go to a park, and then there's a guy driving, and then he goes and flips his car, and the car rolls over a classroom of kids.
So ridiculous.
It's so full on, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
It's like
Don't
mini
drink
golf.
and
It's just like
drive.
ding, da, ding, 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 da, ding, ding. You keep running over all the kids, just flipping
People are
and
still
shit.
drinking and driving. We're gonna have to come up with something. I know.
You drink and drive. You're not very clever.
You drink and drive, there's a high likelihood you'll flip onto a classroom of children going on a school excursion.
yeah.
Drinking and driving sounds pretty cool,
You might
actually.
run over some backpackers and have to move to Chile.
Mexico.
Damn it.
It is hard because
Pour
you
one
moved
out
to
for Mr. Light
Mexico
Switch.
to grow chilies. That's what always fucks me up because I'm like, I either move to Mexico to grow chilies or I move to Chile to grow Mexicos. I can never remember which one it is. Fuck you.
That was funny.
All right, last one.
Yeah.
Oh, I've. This is a bad one to end on, but all I'm gonna do is try and sing the song.
Okay.
And then you guys gotta get.
Okay.
You wouldn't download a car.
Yeah, that's it.
You wouldn't download a house.
Yeah.
I was convinced you were going to say 1-3-0-0-655-06.
Anyone else got any?
Have you ever
ever felt like this?
Yeah, it's a good one. I thought that was going to be on the list for sure.
You may have bought or rented.
Wait, what?
Wait,
You
what?
may have bought or rented.
It's striking something in my brain.
Yeah, what's that from?
Is that on the VHS at the start of every VHS?
Have bought or rented a videotape that wasn't quite
Oh,
right.
yes.
I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
What about call?
Carpet. Cool.
Court.
Carpet court.
Call, carpet court, the experts in the trade.
Do you guys remember when DVDs were first coming out and the ad for it? Wait, I'm trying to think. Were the ads attached to VHS tapes? They must have been, because why would you advertise DVDs on a DVD? But it's like, it's all these explosions from movies, and then it goes, now that I have your attention.
Yeah. I remember when DVDs first came out, because right next to my primary school was just this white trash, rundown house with a crap family. People said don't go by there because the dad was a pedophile. It was like, but it was.
We all
it was
got one
like,
of those in the neighborhood.
It was like, just don't go by that house. Like, don't go near there because you'll get pedophiled.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
don't.
Of course.
And it'll be your own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember when
Well, I fucking
DVDs.
told you, didn't I?
They didn't have a mailbox, so the postman would just throw the mail into their garden. And then one day they had a VHS player on a pole,
Oh, as the letterbox.
Yeah.
Just send in a message.
and then they just put the
so
mail into the.
Ended a message.
And then that was.
Surely an actual mailbox is cheaper.
I don't know.
Way cheaper.
It was right when DVD came out, and I guess they were like, "Well, this is free. I'm not going to use this anymore." And it was like, I think it was like welded on. I don't know how it stayed, but it was there for a while.
I have to tell you, I still have a VHS player.
Yeah, so do we. Yeah, somewhere.
Big time.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, we have like 3.
How else am I going to watch Baby's Day Out?
Great movie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or The Wizard of Oz. I also have that on VHS.
Or The Matrix.
Well, that
How dare you?
that was very fun. I enjoyed that all quite a
Yeah,
bit.
that was good.
But I interrupted you in the middle of something. Nope. All right.
I had something.
Yeah.
I
and
did
now it's
have
gone.
something. No, I have it still.
Okay, go.
You remember the other day we were talking about L-platers?
Yeah.
Well, I had a run-in with an L-plater. Not like a run-in, because that's absolutely incorrect. But I was driving down a road near here, and it's 80 up that road. And you can...
Way to dox us.
Yeah, right? It's 80 kilometers an hour. And I've written, can you get annoyed at a P-plater when they make a stupid mistake? Braked and then didn't turn. Not awkwardly, but like, fuck me, how hard is it? Is what I've written. So when you're driving, you're in the left lane, right? Driving, bum, 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 whatever. And then indicator, slow right down. Oh, okay, you're turning. So I'm like, oh, fuck, all right, come on, slow down. Because I hate when you're on a highway and someone has to turn and they brake all the way because there's no one in front of them. It's not a hard turn. Just brake slightly and turn at some speed. You don't have to turn at 80, but you definitely don't have to turn at 10. Holy fuck, you're stopping everyone behind you.
Or when they brake before they indicate, that drives me crazy.
It-
'Cause I'm like, what are you
absolutely,
doing?
like,
What are
yeah,
you doing? Tell me
what's
what you're
happening?
doing before you do it.
There's 4 people on this road. Why are you braking? Right? So just go down to 50 or 60 and turn because it's like a really nice arc. Anyway, they didn't. They braked all the way down, indicator on, and I'm like, ah, fuck. And I'm behind them because I can't get in the next lane. And then they just didn't turn and kept going, but didn't speed up all the way. It wasn't like, oh, fuck, how embarrassing, and just like fang it because I've done that a couple of times. Like, I gotta get up to speed again. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But like, am I allowed to be annoyed at that person or not?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd be annoyed.
I was annoyed.
Yeah, that
L's or
sounds
P's?
silly.
L's.
I think there's a lot of people on L's who... I wouldn't be angry at the L player. I'd be angry at the parent who's taken them out on somewhere they
Right.
aren't ready to go out. Maybe. Yeah.
Because it's like, I understand if it's your first time. There's no way for me to know that. And also, that was annoying.
Yeah. We'll drive around the residential streets before you get out on the 80.
Yeah.
That might have been easier when I was in Marupna and Shepparton than it
No,
is here.
there's
I don't
plenty
know.
of residential streets here. There's so many residents.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a hard one. Yeah.
I think it's just best to assume an L-plater is brand new, and that's the way to keep yourself sane.
I didn't like toot or flick or do anything, but in my head, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with that person?
Yeah.
You can be annoyed at the inconvenience, but
As
you know, they're doing their thing. You can't be mad at them for...
Right. So if I saw them on the street, I shouldn't have hit them. I mean, I shouldn't hit them.
You can hit them.
Oh, thank God.
But you can't be annoyed when you do it.
And you got to
It's
hit
got to
them.
be purely an educational thing. Like, this is what happens
Turn
now.
at 60!
Yeah.
No. Just to let you know, you need to turn at 60. It's got to be calm.
Oh, it's got to be calm.
Because if you're angry, then it's...
Yeah, you
It's not
smash
educational.
them, and then when you stop to get details, you go, well, we know why this happened.
Grab them by the hair. Listen to me. Because they were
I
on the
still
phone.
feel like there's a
10 and
lot of rage in
Yeah,
there.
that's it. No, not the hair grabbing. Just get in real close.
Listen to me. You gotta
No. Up the voice a little. Pitch.
Listen to me.
No, even higher.
Listen to me.
No, I don't want to get to you. We're like, listen to me.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
How do you even drive?
You're now stupid to me.
How you without your indicator? What are you even talking about it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Lucky they weren't old, though.
That's true because I would never be angry at an old person.
Ever.
I've never been angry at an old person.
Here you go. What if it's an old L-plater who slows down, indicates, and then never turns? What happens?
I'd fucking explode.
System
out
shut
of
down.
my not wanting to be angry at them, I would explode.
That's a good idea. Because I've talked a lot about like when you hit like 70, maybe just me and Beck privately, we've talked about this. When you hit like 70 or 80 years old, you should redo your driver's test.
Yeah.
Because like what's the worst that happens? If you're good, it's not that hard to pass a driver's test. It is when you're 18 because you're like, I really need this and you get nervous.
It's actually
but if
going to be harder when you're not because you've lost all your. We all drive. We would not pass the driver's test now.
I think we would because we just know how to do this stuff. Like,
But
a
like you have to
3-point
do your
turn.
2 and thing, and you can't
Yeah,
turn,
true.
and there's some technicalities.
Maybe like a bore it down driver's test, and like if you pass, you pass. And if you can't, then it's your own fault.
It's
Sort of
are
thing.
you going to kill someone? Not can you parallel park?
Maybe we could just give them a plate, like R for
S.
retired
Senior.
senior. Yeah, be
There
like-
was that idea. That idea has been floated before.
and they don't want to do
I
it.
remember when I was, when maybe 2014, 2015, that idea was floated around for an S as a senior for a senior's plate.
Mm-hmm.
And it was squashed very quickly
God damn.
because
Yeah, 'cause
every
nobody wants
senior
to
was
put that
like,
on their car.
Are you serious? I'm 60 and I have to put a fucking S on my car.
Yeah, you get fucking cheap meals at RSL. Go fuck yourself. Put a thing on
If
your
you've got
car.
a senior's card, if you're getting a discounted bus fare, you can.
Yeah, you
Put
can
an
put a
S in your
sticker
car.
on your fucking car.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Fuck it. Let's do a thing where we give them the plate and then we also give them, I don't know, 5 parks at the supermarket that they can park in. Just shut the fuck up.
It's getting dangerously close to like, and then we can give people plates for different skin colors. I just want to know who's in front of me. That's all. Is that such a crime? If it's not a problem, just put the plate up.
Yeah, yeah. Old people of all colours, Ben. I'm not just saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I still think it, and it's just because I don't like old people. And I feel like I made that very clear. I like some old people. I like his old people. I like a few of my old people. I don't like all the rest of them.
But it's not bigotry because you've based it on your own personal observations.
And they're terrible drivers. They're just bad drivers.
Without exception.
Yeah.
Not one exception.
Just like women.
Hey, wait a second.
No,
Put a
no.
plate up that says W.
Yeah. All right. That's what did I write here? I think.
What did I write here?
Has everyone here seen Spider-Man?
No.
Oh, fucking hell, Ben. I've just realised how much my laugh is similar to the Green Goblin's halfway through.
God, he was great, Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
We won't spoil it for
Exceptional.
anybody watching, but I had a really good time. It did exactly
I
what
watched
a
it
Marvel
again
movie.
yesterday.
Did you? Oh, because you went
Yes.
with your sister.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'd love to tell the story of the time we went to do it, but I would just be throwing Bruce under the bus.
Speaking of Bruce, that review that you posted, first of all, where did you find those reviews of the podcast?
Oh, I just I got a message from the same people who told us we were by the way, everybody listening, we're the 76th rated comedy podcast in Sri Lanka. So hello.
Wow. Hello,
to
Sri Lankans.
all our fans in Sri Lanka. Thank you
Hello.
for getting us to
Or
number
the
76.
one person that owns 900 computers that's playing us at once.
It is crazy to think about because Sri Lanka's not a small country.
No.
And we're number 76 in comedy podcasts.
That's true.
So either comedy in Sri Lanka is dog shit,
Yeah.
or we're doing okay.
There's probably
Hi.
some weird netcode thing where if you play this podcast, it helps you mine Bitcoin. They've just got a bunch of servers set up
Or
playing the.
everyone's using a VPN and just going through Sri Lanka.
Yeah, just to get our numbers up somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyways, so with that service, I was able to see, it gives just information about the podcast, and I just saw a bunch of reviews that people have made that I didn't know people were making. So
That's awesome.
if you are listening to this podcast, please make a review, because apparently that's something you can do on iTunes. You can review the podcast.
That's dope. There's one that I read that said, I'm still unsure whether or not Bruce is a fictional character.
Me too.
And me as well. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
And because there's been a good handful of reviews, because you have to get a few before you can actually be rated, we are now officially a 5-star podcast.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, so thank you to everyone that's
Out of how
reviewed.
many?
I know 3.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah.
We're above the average.
I don't know. Wait, what do you mean?
Out of
When you-
5 stars. 5 out of how many
I
stars?
thought you meant out of how many podcasts.
It's out of
And I'm like,
100
there's probably like
stars.
3. What is it? My Favorite Murder, Us, and then, I don't know, Come Town or something.
Office ladies.
Office Ladies.
That was
Yeah.
Come Town.
I don't know. It was some.
Way down, Come Town. All right. Sorry
It's
about that.
one of those Western villages you can go to, like pretend to be a gunslinger. Yeah, boy, you coming into Come Town without your gun slinging? Tie your horse up. You and me gotta have some words.
Where to
What do the
come
guns shoot?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Come.
Good camera work.
You know, recently you revealed that you were like, I couldn't kill a tiger.
That's true.
I'm really.
Well, I didn't
You
reveal that on the
revealed-
podcast.
Love that.
I didn't reveal that on the
Inside
podcast.
knowledge.
That wasn't revealed on the podcast.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, really?
It was a whole bit where you said, by the
with
way,
the lion.
the
There's
video.
no chance I could kill the lion.
Yeah,
or
we
a
watched
tiger.
you go through that journey.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I want to try another one, which I was thinking about. I'm just going to start saying numbers and everybody tell me where you stop in how many kids you think you could take on. I'm talking 8-year-olds.
Okay.
And these 8-year-olds, like, they have no weapons, just regular 8-year-olds, and they say, take that man down, and they could do whatever they want. They can go fucking ham. They can hit you in the balls.
Do I-
They can bite. They can do whatever.
So there's no preparation time or weapons or anything. It's just like you reckon
I'm
you get
just
how
in the
many you
street.
reckon you take? This many, and you go boop, and you wake up and you're in a little coliseum.
Yeah, yeah. Like a good, yeah.
Sand and everything.
Coliseum's good, like a good amount of space.
But it's that's exceptional.
It's like an 8-year-old. if you clock an 8-year-old, they're not gonna like it. They're gonna be like, they're gonna cry and run
You've
away.
only got
and shit
2
like that.
hands.
So
Exactly.
Are they being released one at a time, or are they flocking?
They're all at the edge of the Coliseum. You're in the center, and they can just go.
Coliseum is different because I was thinking on the street. I was just in my head as soon as I pictured it was like, okay, if you reckon you take on 30, bring out the children just as I go back to my car, and then they just attack me. Because in my head I was going to use the weapons, just like I'll slam them into a tree and I'll push them onto the road.
Let's keep it.
Coliseum.
Keep it simple. Coliseum.
Fuck. Okay.
Coliseum. Dirt ground, not sand, not just like dirt, just regular. So you're not getting stuck in it. Can you take 1 kid?
Yeah.
Yes.
2 kids?
Yes.
Yeah. Easy.
8-year-old. I don't know what an 8-year-old looks like. What does an 8-year-old look like?
Oh,
Beck,
look,
look up
yeah, oh
fucking-
no.
So like a
Your
16-year-old
bog
is what
standard
you're saying?
8-year-old kid, please.
Hey?
2 8-year-olds is 1 16-year-old.
I don't think it works like that
They don't have the strength.
because I
Here
feel
are some
like
8-year-olds for you.
I feel like I
Oh my god.
How old was Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone? Because that's a
Still
good.
looking at 8-year-olds.
That's a good.
could. Everyone knows what
Metric.
what he looks
I
like.
don't know, man. Okay, so we've got to
He
assume
took
that
on
then,
those two
like, it's
guys.
life or death, and I can just switch off the part of my brain that cares about how small these people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the.
Purely survival.
It's life or death. Like, let's not.
You're a gladiator.
There's
mate.
like a look in their eyes that says, "We're
Maybe
not
they-
fucking around, Mister."
Maybe there's like something that's like maybe they're like demony. Let's say that a little bit.
Children of the Corn, like they've
They've
got
got-
glowing zombie eyes.
There you go.
Zombie
But
8-year-olds.
they act like regular kids.
Act
Yeah,
like
yeah.
regular
Let's all
kids,
agree.
but-
None of us want to hurt a child.
Well, it took you a while to say that, man.
But,
Yeah,
Interesting.
weird.
but in the context of the story, if you got to punch a kid square in the face,
I don't know why you keep asking me this,
survive.
by the way.
it's one of these fucking bang. Because I feel like it would just like bang in a kid's face. It'd be like, like they'd be
Yeah, but
fucking,
if they're hell bent on killing you,
it's just like,
are they not
but they're
hell
a
bent?
regular kid. It's like it's not kill. There's no killing. It's take that man down.
Oh,
Get him
well,
to
then
the
what's the point?
what?
8-year-olds could get me to the ground.
Yeah, but like get you to the ground and get you to give up.
Oh, I got to
Get
tap.
you to tap out.
Okay.
Like at
so
what
they're
point would
biting and scratching and pulling,
you scratching,
Eye poking.
and you can clock them, you can kick them, you can pick up dirt, throw it in their eyes. I don't know.
What's the average height of an 8-year-old? God Almighty! this
How
is-
old was Macaulay Culkin?
He was 10, but he was playing an 8-year-old.
Okay, so
you
what's
go.
the
We can
average?
play it.
Average.
So let's say
height?
like a Macaulay Culkin-esque sort of age kid, down that young.
I feel like I'm gonna go through a weird roller coaster of like I'm gonna punch the first one and it's gonna be like, I'm like, oh god, I feel awful. And it's gonna be like, I'm like, oh whatever, and then I'm gonna go fucking ham.
8-year-olds are approximately 4 feet 2 inches. So let's say they're 4
That
foot.
seems
2 inches.
tall.
It's not. It's
No, 4 foot.
pretty tall.
It's an 8-year-old. They're almost 10.
That's true. And 10's halfway to 20.
That's
And
exactly
20-year-olds are
correct.
huge.
10-year-olds are massive people.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, one. Everyone can take one.
I can take 1
Two?
and 2 easily.
Yeah.
2. Yeah, I could take 2. 3.
Yes.
I'd be starting a flag by then, but yep.
Really?
You reckon?
Yeah, I'm not very strong or very fit, so I think
Oh, I'm
probably
not very
wouldn't take
fit.
very
My
long.
fitness level.
I think I would get exhausted very quickly.
In my mind, I'm thinking one good punch to the face will at least chill the kids.
Yeah, but
out.
I've never punched anybody before, so I don't know. That would be my first time trying it. It'd
Also-
be a lot of trial and error.
Punching as hard as you can is tiring work.
But I'm only doing it 3 times.
so far.
Yeah. Or I just grab them and like smash their heads together. Like there's
That's a
just
good
things
idea.
I can
Actually,
do.
yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
They'll hold their head and they'll like
Yeah.
One of these. Because I imagine they'll get on your back at one stage. You know, you're fighting two and one's like climbing up. You're like, you just throw it, bang!
I wouldn't even do
Run
that.
to
I
the
just
rest of them.
fall backwards on the dummy.
Oh my God.
And that would
No,
be
but
like,
then you're on the ground.
I'm like,
Then you're on the ground.
I think I'm on the ground. I've broken his ribs, obviously. This is so fucked. And you know what else? Kids running at you.
Bang!
Right in the
boot,
fucking
big
head.
boot. The Undertaker's boot. Okay, so
Spartan
that's
kick,
3.
4 kids?
Yes.
Yep.
You went
Well, I
for-
didn't say I was done yet.
Oh, sorry.
I
No,
just
you were
meant I
like-
would be flagging at this point.
That's
Oh, I get
just
what
2
you mean.
punches per hand, if you think about it.
Yeah. Or punch, kick.
That's true.
Ben?
Punch a limb.
I think Ben's just bowing out of the topic in general.
no.
Let's start going up in magnitudes.
I think I'm going Spartan kicks for at least the first couple.
Yeah. They're not getting anywhere near me.
Let's do a bit of a jump here. Let's jump to 10. Anyone
Oh,
think
no.
they can take 10?
I think I probably was out at
At
about
once?
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could get by.
And you know what? They're 8-year-olds. They're not coordinating well.
No, not at all. I'm just trying
But
to
they do
picture.
have the feral aspect on their side.
Yeah, but so do we.
Yeah.
I'll just go fucking schizo.
Can you do that noise again, please? Why did
I'll
you,
go full schizo.
Why did you do that?
Because I'm feral.
Beck, have you seen that noise before?
I have, yeah, it's very familiar.
And then a fucking kick.
I think I'd do scratches. Like that.
Ben?
Have you done musical theatre before, Aidan?
Regular Halle Berry over here. 12.
Yeah. It's only 2 more than 10, and I've
I
already
can't
taken
even
10.
visualize 10.
That's
Well,
what I'm
there's
trying.
4 of us here.
5 and 5.
So imagine double us plus 2.
I think I might be out on 12.
You reckon?
It's just a lot of bodies.
11 yes, 12 no.
No, I said 10 yes. There's 2 extra kids.
Yeah,
I
and
think.
you said 12 no.
After that,
No,
the
yeah.
So
So
11
where's
to the middle.
11?
So you're saying yes to 11, but 12 is no. That's the upper limit.
Yeah, I think so. I think.
By
the
then,
extra-
you reckon you're copping a tiny little shoe
I
to
reckon
the
I could
face.
do 12.
I just think I'm getting tired of the punches, and maybe they're getting back up as well.
Oh, okay.
Because if you punch a kid in the face, they're gonna cry. They're
So
gonna
you
fall
have
to the
to
ground.
knock them out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 1 punch is going to knock out a kid.
yeah, true. But like, I mean, by like 7 or
It's
8,
at
my
least going
punches
to
are
make them
starting to.
heavily reconsider. Like, are they actually like zombie mentality? Obviously, they got regular human bodies that you can just knock out. But
Yeah.
is it just the like? There's no like that fucking hurt when my mom.
Yeah, they have that. They can definitely reconsider their
That's
choice.
one punch. Then they're all done with
100%.
one punch.
You kidding? A proper kick to the guts?
Yeah.
That kid's 1 getting punted about a meter backwards, and 2 running to their mother's.
Half of them are going to see the first kid because the first kid who gets there is going to have a world of hurt coming at him. You're going to Spartan kick them. They're going to see that kid turn into fucking stardust, and half of them are just going to let
All
it
right, all right, let me add another
Mr.
thing
Stark, I
in there.
don't feel so good.
They say like the organizers of this event,
Right.
Disney, let's say.
The same people
Of course,
that
yeah.
organized the Squid Game, it
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like. Yeah.
Disney says to these kids, if you guys, no, whatever number it is, like the 7 of you, the 20 of you, the 40, whatever number we get up to, if you guys take this man down and get him to tap out, you can have anything you want in the world.
You'll be the next Hannah Montana.
Yeah, exactly. Or you'll have some kids like, I want $1 million. Some kids like, I want a Big Mac, like whatever the fuck they want.
Really not thinking big enough.
No,
kid.
he's dumb. He's dumb.
That is a Big Mac.
Obviously, some of them, you know, they're not very bright because they're
They're
10.
8-year-olds.
But you know, it's like they have whatever they want. So they really
So there's an
want.
incentive.
They really want to take you down, and a punch in the face depends. You know,
For an 8-year-old, it's definitely going to stop that.
yeah, but they're
Yeah.
like, but there's $1 million.
I don't think they can hold that idea in their tiny little mind for long enough. And once you punch them, that idea is leaving their head.
It's survival.
I think 12 is doable.
I am now. I'm sort of leaning back to okay. I could think
Because I
do
could take
12.
off my shoe and just swing it. Do you know what I mean? And if it was today, I'm wearing Tim's.
Why don't you just use your hands?
Because the shoe, a swinging action. The
shoe is mightier than the hand.
This shoe is mightier than the hand.
but is it got like?
But it's just, I
steel
feel like
toe or
this is
anything?
heavy.
I don't know. I feel like you're better off fisting.
I'm sorry, what?
I feel like you're better off punching than throwing a shoe. and then,
Not throwing.
and then just being like
But,
one
like,
less
once-
shoe. When
That's a good point.
fucked it up.
But
Keep on
that was
fisting.
very
if
Keep
you're
on
fisting them, like like fist on face. I've never punched anybody before, but that's bone on bone. That's got to
hurts.
take a toll on your knuckles.
It does hurt.
True, yeah,
Your
yeah.
knuckles, even
pretty
if
easy
you're
to break
not
your
bone
wrist.
on bone, your knuckles you'll start to lose your skin.
Yeah.
On your knuckles.
But you're not
That's why
punching
knuckles are all
a grown person in the face.
Yeah, but they've
You're
still got
punching-
bones.
But it's a child, like
It's child bones.
they move, like their head would go boing, like that. I feel
They're
like
all floppy.
you could punch
It's
through
not the,
a
um,
few
You're
of
fisting
those.
floppies.
It's not wearing out the skin. It's you're gonna break your wrist or a knuckle.
Very
You
quickly.
will break your
If
wrist.
you hit him on the forehead or any of the top of the head or anything, if you don't get him in the nose or the jaw, you're gonna have a bad time pretty quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
or
but there's other
you'd
options.
be doing hammer blows, right? You'd just be like,
Kicking.
like
Kicking.
hungry,
The hand of
hungry.
God.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking kneeing, kicking, grabbing, and just like kicking.
Yeah,
you know,
but that's
like-
all physical, and you've got to
Again.
remember, I'm not fit.
I'm still on 12. Well, let's jump to 15.
Yeah,
Yes, on 15.
yeah. 15?
Ozzy.
Because I'm calculating that
If
I'm.
they're like 4.5 feet tall, that's what, 40, 50 kilos or something?
Yeah.
Oh, you can run. Like you can get away and like
I
like
can't run.
get him in a
Yeah.
line so that you can like bring him at you like one.
Oh, you
like-
can, but you're in an alley. You're in a coliseum.
I know, but it's a big coliseum. Like you can move around. That's something I forgot. I'm always picture them around me, but I'm like I could just like sprint one side and then
And
have a
they're
bit
all
of
coming
view,
at me.
like that sort of thing. Might help, might not. I'm just putting that into the room.
Yeah.
Kids are pretty fast though, aren't they?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Kids are fast.
But I think I could even now. I think I could run faster than an 8-year-old.
You and he have
there's no
switched
way.
places.
Yeah.
You're the one who's fucking having ridiculous ideas about your abilities now.
I couldn't run faster than an 8-year-old.
I'm fucking. They're 4 feet, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they run for a living. That's all they do.
Yeah, but they're not that fucking fast.
When I was at Spider-Man
You're out
yesterday,
of your mind.
there was it was
Literally,
they
my
were
leg
running.
span
When was the
is-
last
things.
time you ran? When did you last run anywhere?
Run.
ever?
Sprint.
me and Beck have run places, and
Sprint.
I can run faster
No,
than Beck.
run
Okay,
or
that's
jog.
that's nothing.
Beck's
though.
not
That
an
doesn't mean
8-year-old.
anything.
All right, you really don't think you can run fast? Do you think
You know
you can
who
run
we should
faster than an
get?
8-year-old, or is it just because I'm fat?
And also you're 5'3", remember. Your leg
Shut up.
span is far shorter.
Your leg span is closer to that
God,
of
this
an
would be a
8-year-old.
good podcast thing if we can find an 8-year-old and see
Yeah.
if I can run faster than them. Yeah, but his kids are like sporty.
Yeah, but they are.
Most
That's
of
what
them
kids
are.
are.
Not all kids. I'm talking about a regular kid, not a kid that plays
Every
state
kid that I
level
knew-
basketball.
Oh, okay.
like
so
that's
we'll
not
just
fair.
Find,
That's not fair. I don't even play state
about-
level streaming.
Does Jason have children?
I think we should not bring Jason's kids
We don't have to film it. We just race them and we'll report the news.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if we can find an 8-year-old that I can race. Fuck, I'm gonna
Or
get this one.
chase. I mean, probably you'll get similar results. And you don't have to clear it with the parents first. Just after.
I could take on 15 children.
20.
Yeah.
I'm out at 20.
What's your number? 20 you didn't even think about. Like 20, easy. Yeah.
Are
no
you
factor.
done? Are you out as well?
I don't know, man. 15, if they're all like 40 to 50 kilos, that's a lot to be carrying around.
50
They're gonna
kilos for an
catch
8-year-old
you.
is an enormous 8-year-old.
Is it?
Yes.
So bad with
Because they're
numbers.
4'2", right? Which is here, and like skinny as. So they're going to be like 30, 35 kilos
Well,
Yeah,
there might
maybe
be,
I
there
could
might
do-
be some chubby 8-year-olds
Maybe
involved.
15.
There
I think
might
I could
be.
do a lot of these ones like, and get them out of commission. Just like, that'll stop a few
Like
of
the
them.
Matrix.
Yeah,
There's certainly there's a mix. There's boys, there's girls, there's skinny and fat, and there's like it's a lot of.
I used to teach drama to after school kid, like to after school teaching drama, and I taught this age level, and it was just so easy. Every class just beat the
shit out of them.
Beat the shit out of them. No, because it'd be like riling them up. I'd be like, guys, what are you all talking about? Sit down, shut up, let's go. They're so easily managed. If you just turn around and be like, that's enough. What are you doing? They'll be like, all right, I'm sorry.
They can't do it.
And then one of them gets punched.
You punch them in the
They're-
face after they say sorry.
Yeah, because you have to stop. Enough of that. What are you? Excuse me. In what world are we doing this? Sorry, sir. Bang. Everyone's gone. Mental tactic.
That's not mental.
You know, psych them out.
Scream them, punch one of them, stare at them, and then go.
And then they all run away, and you
And then
get
they all
whatever you
run
want.
away like they run away from Shrek in the movie Shrek.
I'm stopping somewhere between 15 and 20. I think I can do 15. I don't think I can do 20.
I
I'm
think
not
what
sure
I'm going
where
to do
my
is
number is.
disseminate pamphlets amongst them saying Disney's lying, there is no prize. They'll eat themselves from the inside.
Because they're not very.
Thing is,
Smart.
I always carry a
Are you
Big
stopping
Mac.
at 15, Bet?
Beck stopped at like
I stopped at 5, my guy.
At that point, she was like, "That's abuse." That's
I'm
too
aware of
much."
my limits.
I
No,
think-
it's purely about me.
I always carry a Big Mac with me. So
Can we see
that's-
it?
Liar.
It's in my vehicle.
And he's not mean to old people.
You're not bringing your car.
I am not mean to old people. And I maintain that I wasn't mean to that man.
What's your number? Where are you going?
Oh, how many children?
Yeah. What, like
25.
25 is where you stop, or that's like the last you think you can take 25?
I think that's where I think I could. I think that's as many kids as Disney can muster. They'll never get me. No, 25 is probably like the limit. I might lose to 25, but I would be willing to take on 25.
You're both out of your fucking mind.
Well, you stopped.
kidding?
You and I stopped
This
at
is
the same
the thing that
place.
people do when you talk about.
You stopped at the same place as me.
What do you mean?
You said we were at 15. You were
We
like,
talking about 25. You two were saying then.
No, I was asking him because I stopped at 15 and then you'd stopped, and I was like, well, let's just get to the point instead of going each number.
Ah.
I said between 15 and 20. I'd stop somewhere there. I'm not sure where. But
Yesterday-
continue with your bit. That's lies.
10 till 15. I'm saying it's not lies. It's just this like. It's always like, yeah, well, if we were in a fight, then I'd do this and I'd do that and I'd do this and then I'd do that and I bang and then you wouldn't know what's going on. And then no one factors like, what do you think I would be doing the whole time? I'm not just watching you do this to me. I would be fighting back and doing counter stuff.
You
the
said the
whole
same
time.
thing. You were like, I'll just go and get them in the throat.
Yeah, but I'll be real quick.
Exactly.
yeah, there you go.
We're all doing it because that's the point of the fucking conversation.
But also, you're like, I'm fucking sprinting around. They'd come up behind me and I do that thing where you run up the wall and backflip off.
I don't
And then
know
I'll, like,
at
kick 'em
what
in the
point.
back.
We're in an imaginary coliseum
We're all-
fighting 8-year-olds.
We're all on the same point, but the second I pointed out that I might run, you were like, no, not realistic at all.
doesn't make any
There's no
sense.
way you could take on a figurative 8-year-olds and take
Having
them down.
said all of
I
this,
think it's a fair
yesterday I played tug of war with a dog.
I have a swim lap of under 60. I'll have you know. Sorry.
I played tug of war with a dog.
Yeah.
Coliseum's not full
And
of water.
it was strong. It was a large dog.
Yeah.
It was fucking strong.
That's what I said at the start. I said I don't think I could kill Shuggy.
I could
Like when it comes to like if I had to go
With no
one-on-one with
weapons?
Shuggy, I just don't think I
with
could
no
do it.
weapons, no way.
I feel like I
With
could-
weapons, easy.
She gets a weapon as well, though.
She already is a weapon. It's a dog running with a knife in its mouth.
Woof, woof, motherfucker.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Someone else I know has just got a dog and called him Shug. And it's I was like,
Did you ask them to change it?
no, I did.
And they said what they say.
I said, why'd you name them Shug? And it wasn't a he, actually, it's a she. Said, oh, I don't know, I heard it someplace and I really liked it. And I was like, where did you hear it?
Sri Lanka.
Where did you hear it? Yeah, from Sri Lanka. Did you hear it in Sri Lanka? So yeah, it turns out Shug's, now not the only one.
Trendsetter.
And it's not a cool dog either. Shug's a cool dog.
Way to ruin the name.
I know. It's like a Rottweiler or something.
All right.
Kidding.
Someone say something funny to end the podcast.
A man walked into a bar and said, ouch.
It's coming.
When you said I can talk and fart at the same time, do you realize that what you're doing is saying,
Listen closely. Listen closely. Listen closely.
That's not it.
it's exactly what just happened.
Oh no.
But you can barely hear the fart.
Fuck me.
Ben,
What is this, American Idol?
Very good.
you're not going to Sydney, mate.
Oh no, it's coming out of me.
That was better.
Thank you.
Much better.
They're not all winners. Sometimes you get
That one was brilliant. That one was brilliant.
Number 76 in Sri Lanka. Yeah.
Oh no, it's coming out of me. Then the fart was.
Oh no.
Nah, you fucked it.
See, because you're
End
doing
of the
these
last
ones
one.
over this one, over the fucking.
Help me.
That one was brilliant.
Hey, it's GMat here, and don't forget, if you enjoyed that episode of the GMat podcast and you want to hear more, we also have the podcast post show over at patreon.com/the GMat podcast. The post show is a shorter episode recorded directly after the main podcast where we wrap things up and talk about anything we didn't have time to talk about. $3 a month and cancel anytime. We are a community-supported podcast, so your support over there funds the show and makes it easier for us to keep doing what we love. If you want to support us, head over to patreon.com/the GMat podcast.